All right, well, peace. Just want to come back with a quick video. Hopefully, the Most High in your house shot is blessing your day. A little tired today. This when we're spiritually alive and naturally alive. But I want to get into this because we kind of mentioned it in the a few videos that we did. Because I was reading Matthew 24 the other few weeks ago, and it kind of goes into kind of how Yahushua, you could tell that, you know, Yahushua is the, son of David, man, because even all throughout the word, like the brother Akawar said, honestly, we had to read this book through the Most High Yahushua's perspective, and that's what the gospel was about, pretty much, man. The witness, the testimony, the new covenant. So, yeah, man, I just want to get into this, man, because we just want to get into this because hold on, because yeah, just gonna get into this, man. Matthew 24, how that goes, and it is too, and we talked about this the other not too long ago, because 'cause I was reading Proverbs 30. No, yeah, we mentioned it on the Proverbs 31. The video we did the other day when we went over Proverbs 31 and how that and how kind of we mentioned how certain times a lot of and that Proverbs 31 is not only talking about a natural woman, of course, but how a lot of times brothers, men, no matter what fraction they are in the spiritual sphere, they want a Proverbs 31 woman, but they have to be a certain type of man, because in Proverbs 31 it says a man, her husband is known within the gates, so he's like it says what we about to get into, he that ruleth over man must be just, so must be faithful, so must be a man of honor, respect, and integrity. So yeah, man. So let's get this Matthew 24 and verse 4 real quick. It says, and as a matter of fact, where's it at? It's in Matthew 24 verse. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Matthew 24 verse 40. 45, yeah, Matthew 24, verse 45. Because this is how you know Yahushua, Christ is the son of David as well. It says, who then is faithful and wise servant whom he's master ruler over his household to give him food in due season. So yeah, let's read this again. It says, who then is a faithful wise servant whom his master made ruler over his household to give him food in due season. So see that? So see how this is this goes into a faithful servant. It says you can get rule over the house. So we're gonna rule over ourselves as inwardly, but two, that's what the Most High Yahushua promises. That's one of the promises. But this is go back to 2 Samuel real quick. Let's get 2 Samuel. Yeah, let's get 2 Samuel real quick. And it says, 2 Samuel chapter 23 verse 3 says, the God of Israel said, the rock of Israel spoke to me. He who rules over men must be just. So see that? Ruling in the fear of Yahweh. So yeah. So the just about that faith. So if you're a ruler or something, you gotta be faithful, honestly, for real. So ruler, that's why Yahushua was a ruler, is a ruler, I should say. It's a ruler in things of that nature, because it's honor, faithfulness, integrity, honor, respect. So yeah, so he that ruleth over men must be just. So that's why we even even outside the word, inside the word, there's certain things that if you're going to be a ruler or head of something, man, there's a level of respect you have to have, honestly, for real. Because it's crazy. Even if it's it's crazy. I'm gonna mention this because Mayor of Philadelphia, the sister Sherelle Parker, right? I was at the Flyers game and she was there, but she got a lot of boos because part of it was the quote unquote aspect of racism. Honestly, I kind of felt it, but also too, she's just not kind of what we talking about, like as a ruler, not ruler, I should say as a mayor, she's not a good she's not good, honestly. She's not even I don't know her this sister personally, but you can tell she's kind of not this a good person. What she's been doing and what she's done. Not that I care, because at the end of the day, whatever what's going on in this kingdom, where we're scattered at. These kind of center problems, so all those elites, but it is what it is. The governors, rulers, presidents, the Congress, whatever. It's kind of, it don't matter at the end of the day, but but this kind of ties into what we're talking about. But yeah, let's get Matthew chapter 24, verse 45. It says, "Who then is faithful and a wise servant, whom is his master made ruler over his household to give him food in due season?" So let's get 2 Samuel 23, verse 3. It says, "The God of Israel said, and the rock of Israel spoke to me, he that rules over men must be just." So, yeah, man. So hopefully it's edifying. Yeah, man. Hopefully the Most High Yahweh bless y'all day. A little tired, so yeah, y'all, we grow in the faith, obedience, and knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and we're spiritually alive, man. This is the day that He made, so let's not take it for granted. So peace.